Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be talking about how to be okay with not being everyone's type and not being as desired. Now I'm going to be using some examples here. My latest series of talks have been talking about pretty girl privilege, preferences and how they are getting treated. So I felt like this was very necessary because I've seen some people say, well, I know I'm ugly and I'm okay with that. And I just really want to change the mindset that you have, because it can take a toll on you where you can kind of set yourself back mentally and physically because of your mental mindset. We all have this notion in the world where we all want to be accepted, we all want to be desired, we all want to feel wanted in some way or another. I mean, we've been that way since we've been born. To think about it, our parents, what do we want? We wanted their love, we wanted their affection, we wanted their attention, we wanted them to we wanted to feel desired, and that is just something of human nature. I am assuming that it's just something that we are born into. And so now with the world of social media, you see so much, you're exposed to so much. We live in a world where women are now calling BBLs liberating and something that's for themselves, but we have to dig deeper into why these procedures and things are getting done per se, and why people are no longer accepting themselves and changing themselves into the point where they feel like they would meet the standard of desired beauty, and then reaching a point of depression because once they reach that level, they see that they're still not being loved and desired the way they thought they would, so they go and change more things and develop body dysmorphia. So I'm going to use an example. I'm going to jump right into it. I have this Starbucks cup of coffee, right? I ordered a latte with oat milk and caramel. I love caramel. Caramel is my favorite. This coffee right here is my favorite. I order it all the time, especially since I've been pregnant. It really just hits my taste buds, right? I'm gonna take a sip. Now, say if I offered this delicious cup of coffee to every person that is watching this video, even you. I'm handing it to you. There's a group, right? There's group A. Group A would agree with me. Wow, this coffee is so delicious. I think I want to try it next time I go to Starbucks or I go to a coffee place. That is going to be something that I love to try because I love the way it tastes when you gave it to me, and I want more of it. I want more of it. And then there's a section of group A where they try it for a little bit and realize that I may not like oat milk. I may like something different, or maybe that was for the season that they liked it, but they found something that is something that more fitting to them. Okay. Then you got group B. I give this coffee to group B and they're like, nice, but I don't like it at all. It tastes disgusting. I don't like the way it tastes to me. I don't never want to taste that coffee again. It's too milky. It's too this. It's too that. I like my coffee black. I like my coffee more milky. I like my coffee like this, and I don't like it, and I'll never try it again. Okay, they tried it for a little while, right? They took that first sip and they tried it and they did not like it. Then you got group C. Group C is the ones that's like, you know what? I'm not even going to try it because I don't like coffee. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I rather have tea than coffee, or I rather have water than coffee, or I rather have matcha than coffee. I don't like coffee. I never liked coffee. I tried coffee before. It did not work for me. I did not like it. I gave it a chance, and I don't want to ever give it a chance again. I made up my mind, and that is something I know that I do not like. You are the coffee. You are going to have some people in this world who are going to love you, and you're going to have some people in this world that's not even going to give you a chance. They're not even going to look your way. Does that mean that this coffee is not good? Does that mean that group A is wrong and group C and B are right? No, it does not mean that those three groups are correct in any type of way. But what you can realize is that this coffee will be appreciated by group A. And group A can be a large percent or a small percent. But guess what? You are desired, and you have to believe that you will attract what is meant for you, what is destined for you, what God has planned for you. Because you guys like when I talk about God, I try to keep it, spiritual, because I'm not, I'm very spiritual. I don't like to claim Christianity because of so much judgment that comes behind it. But I can say I have my own relationship with God. I'm very, very spiritual. And I believe that everything has destiny to it. Everything is designed the way it's supposed to be designed. You may not be that girl. You may have grew up feeling like you are not that girl. But what you can do is sit in front of yourself and say, I will never be Beyonce. I will never be Rihanna. And that is okay. I will be Britney. And whatever your name is, I want you to say that today after you get through watching this video. You sit in the mirror and think about the most desired man, most desired woman, and say, you know what? I will never be this person, because I am uniquely made, and I was put here for a reason, and I was made for a reason. And I firmly believe that before we enter this earth, we pick our family, no matter how dysfunctional they are, no matter how they look, what race they are, what skin color they are, what skin tone they are, whether mom and dad are both dark skinned, whether mom and dad are both light skinned, whether mom and dad are black and white or yellow or whatever color they are that turned out to be you, that is the color that you chose. You may have picked a color that may not be desired in Hollywood, that may not be universal beauty, but it's the color that you chose for a reason, and you chose that. And you have to really dig deep spiritually and ask yourself why you chose to embrace this color that you are born with, no matter what race you are, what skin color you are, what skin tone you are. And you may have people in your own community that may not like your color, may not like the way your nose is shaped, may not like the way your mouth is shaped, may not like the way your hair texture is. But that is okay, because you are uniquely made in yourself. And guess what? Those same people that disregard you, don't try to look for acceptance in people who do not accept you. Go where you are appreciated and go where you are loved. People who hate Starbucks, stay far away from Starbucks. But guess what? Starbucks is a multi-millionaire, billionaire type of company, because there's a lot of people who are in group A who love Starbucks. So know that you have to manifest the people that are going to love you for you, and stop trying to manifest people to accept you and force them to accept you for who you are, because you cannot change who you are. You cannot change your color. You cannot change your hair texture. You cannot change the way your body is shaped. I mean, I guess you can. But at the end of the day, there's things about yourself that you have to really sit down and accept. Once you start accepting yourself, the world will start accepting you. And you stop looking for approval from other people, and understand that there are some miserable people out there. I've actually never really experienced colorism until I got up to high school. That's when I really got aware of like what colorism is. And in college, I kind of like was aware of like, the hashtag team light skin, team dark skin. And that's where it really became prevalent to me and noticeable to me on what this was, and how colorism is such a big thing in my community, which, I end up attracting because of my low self-esteem, and because of how I felt about myself, and because I usually dated guys who were on the bare minimum of colorism, and I barely made the pass of dating, and they will eventually leave me for someone of another race, and I kept asking myself, why do I keep attracting men who don't really date black women, who don't really desire dark skinned, brown skinned women, and that I barely make it. I can't get too tan for them, I can't get too dark for them, or I become undesired. And it really picked at my self-esteem. And I'll make sure to do a video on that, where I actually dig deeper into colorism and how to deal with you know, not being the preference and being your color and accepting who you are. And this is just the start of it, with a cup of coffee, with a cup of tea, or whatever you can think of. Think of your favorite beverage and how much you love that beverage. But there's always going to be somebody out there who thinks that beverage is too sweet or too bitter or something. But that's okay, because you accept that beverage for what it is. Just because that person says that drink is nasty, I'm not gonna quit drinking my drink. I'm gonna love it, and I'm gonna want more of it. And you're gonna find somebody in your life that is gonna come into your life and love you the way you deserve to be loved, to desire you, and your cup is gonna be so full, where they're going to want more and more and more of you and accept you for who you are, because you are living in your skin and you're not worried about other people around you, but you are attracting beauty and abundance into your life. That is how you find beauty on the inside, because a lot of these women may be the preference, and you can go back and watch my previous video where I talk about, look how they treat their preference, look how they treat the beauty standard. It's all about what you allow and what you allow to attract into your life, and how somebody can treat this cup of coffee right here. Because other people might toss it in the trash, but I would be like, no, please don't give it to me. I will love it, I will drink it, and I will ask for more of it, because it's my cup and I appreciate it and I love it. And there's other people who have the same mindset that I do. So think of yourself as this cup, and I want you to go in the mirror today, listen to this at nighttime, and fall asleep to it. And tell yourself beautiful affirmations. You know what? I may look like this. I can't change that. So am I going to cry about it every day? Am I going to beg these men to look at me and accept me and, you know, give me a chance, give me a chance, give me a chance? Or no, I'm going to attract the people that I attract. I'm going to find the people that find me attractive. I'm going to love being desired, and I know what I'm going to attract. And that's why I say it is very important to manifest. And I was able to manifest a man who loves black women, And I'm like, yes, I'm so glad that I was able to attract my man who loves a beautiful black queen, and he doesn't care what color. He's like, the darker the berry, the sweeter the, he likes like dark skinned women. He's like, what, brown? No, give me the dark skinned beautiful queens. Like, he loves that. Okay, and I'm like, you know what, I'm in my color, I am the way I am, and he loves me for who I am, and I accept that, and that is where my mindset is. And that's why I was able to attract men from different races and different ages, because of who I am and how I accept myself. I don't look at the men who's flocking over the light-skinned girls and say, why can't it be me? I don't want them. I don't know what their desire and why they have the preference that they have. You know, I don't know what their end goal is. I don't know what type of self-esteem they have, because I've dated, you know, like I said, I'll go into it deeper with my next video, but I've dated men who literally said things about skin color, and I'm like, yeah, you gotta go. So if you've ever experienced this, comment below. If you ever experienced, you know, where someone told you you weren't good enough, or somebody told someone that you knew, that came up to you and told you that, you know, they didn't think you were cute or whatever. You know what, that's fine, because I know that I'm beautiful. And you know what, I don't like this whole notion of people saying, oh, well, you're undesired and you're this and you're that. As long as I know that I am desired, as long as I be my best self and carry myself in a way where, yes, if I'm overweight, of course, after I have my little one, I'm going to want to go back to my best fit size, because that's where I felt better about myself, not only physically but mentally and health wise, that I am at my best self. Because this coffee wasn't half made. They had a certain amount of milk that they put in there, a certain amount of coffee, and a certain amount of sweetener that they put in this coffee, that made this coffee unique, that made it taste excellent. You may have different types of coffees made by different people, but this one today is really, really good. And this one is whatever kind of percentages and how much ounces they put in here, that is what I desire, that's what I like, and that's what I keep asking for. If I want an extra pump, that's an extra pump. And I say this to say, you be the best damn coffee you ever been in your life, and you know that. And you look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm going to be the best damn coffee of my life. And I'm going to start doing that today. No matter what anybody say, well, no matter what any naysayers say, or they make fun of me, and they say I'm not this, I'm not that. Okay, well fine, I'll be the best fit version of myself, and no one can tell me who I am, because I know who I am and I accept myself. And that's the beauty of what a lot of people are missing in the inside, no matter how beautiful you are. Why does Beyonce is so desired? Why is Rihanna so desired? Because they accept who they are. Because there's a lot of beautiful women out there that are probably more beautiful than Beyonce and Rihanna, but the self-esteem don't match. So therefore they carry themselves in that way where they attract a certain energy to them, where they still feel undesired and unattractive, and they keep getting treated a certain way because that's how they really feel on the inside. So you shine bright, and you may be a different flower, but you are still blooming. As long as you believe that you can bloom, you will bloom. You will attract what is meant to be in your life. And it may not be this guy, that guy, that guy that's chasing after this type of girl that looks like this, that looks totally opposite from you. Mind your business. You need to focus on yourself. You need to look at your own life. You need to make sure you're having a good time. You need to make sure you're feeling good, smelling good, skin moisturized, healthy, taking care of yourself, taking care of your hair, taking care of whatever. Instead of trying to fit in where you don't fit in, accept yourself, love who you are, because you can't change it. And believe it or not, you chose that temple that you're living in. So accept it. Because that way you will reach your higher self and attract everything that you want in your life. Because sometimes what you think you want is not what's meant to be. Because God can see the future, and the universe is always going to protect you from something that's not meant to be in your life. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. I'm really trying to post more and more and more on my channel. And make sure you follow me on social media, on my Instagram at Brittany Nashay. And comment below and join the conversation if you ever experience anything from, you know, being called ugly, or the not being the preference, or not fitting in, or not liking something about yourself. And I want you to repeat a favorite affirmation of yours that you heard today or you heard somewhere else, and give some women in the comments some encouragement. All right guys, thank you so much, and you have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye.